from environmental degradation and gully erosion to gas flaring, flooding, rising temperatures, and erratic rainfall. The effects of climate change are increasingly evident in Imo State. In alignment with Nigeria's Climate Change Act, which sets the framework for achieving net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2060, the Imo State government has drafted a policy that is expected to serve as a legal and operational framework for climate action. Here in this hall are officials of the Ministry of Environment and Sanitation, representatives of Spaces for Change, civil society groups, policy experts, traditional rulers, community leaders, relevant government agencies, and concerned citizens all gathered to make their voice count on the 2025 Imo State Climate Change Policy Draft.
Essence of the town hall is for citizens to get an opportunity at the drafting stage to see what the contents of the new policy would be, whether it critically addresses the needs, whether it provides solutions to their needs, and if it is not comprehensive or not, for an opportunity for them to make an input, make suggestions, make recommendations. Why this process is particularly critical is because once they take it beyond this point and it gets this governor's assent, a stamp of authority, it becomes even harder to make contributions.
Imo State is one of the states in Nigeria, one of the oil-rich states that's susceptible to this. We know we have oil corporations here and oil companies here. And so when they burn fossil fuels or they flare gas, these greenhouse gases are released into the atmosphere, which is what actually causes climate change and global warming. So what the law aims to do is to build a climate resilient Imo State, basically to guide Imo State to be able to address the climate change issues that are persistent here.
For the state government, the policy represents a pivotal shift in the state's environmental governance. According to Emenike Ejikeme, Commissioner for Environment and Sanitation, the law is built on principles of sustainability, equity, and social inclusion, with a strong focus on youth, women, and marginalized populations.
Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is a present challenge that affects our livelihood, our environment, and our way of life. Rising temperature, unpredictable weather patterns, and environmental degradation has tested our resilience, particularly in our agricultural communities and urban centers. However, today we declare that Imo State will not merely adapt to those changes, but will lead the charge in addressing them with innovative, inclusiveness, and actionable solutions.
Stakeholders welcome the initiative and pledge their support towards the finalization and implementation of the policy.
In the draft law already that is being presented today is a lot of deficit in terms of the role of the educational institutions in trying to bring about the holistic nature of such an important law. That said, it will be an opportunity for Imo State to start dealing with concrete, practical environmental problems. The erosion at Idato South, the gas flaring at Ohaje Bema, and the constant farmers' header crisis that is rearing all over.
With this draft policy, which is expected to be enacted soon, Imo State is making a bold and commendable step towards climate resilience. However, achieving the intended outcomes will require sustained collaboration between the government, civil society, traditional institutions, academia, and grassroots communities. Iyitopo Kutei, Channels Television News.